Good morning, TikTok. We have a Chevy 2500 HD with a 6L90. We installed it and we had no pressure. So we removed the transmission, pulled it out on a table, and here's what we got right here. Took the pump off, and here's the pump. Appears like nothing's wrong. Took the valve body apart and found nothing. So I went through the process again in my brain. I had to go to the schematics to figure out what's going on pressure-wise. And so I wanted to show that to you. I thought it was really interesting in how I diagnosed that. Take a look at this diagram. This is basically what happens whenever you start up the vehicle. This is everything. You start right here at the pump, and you can see the sump, filter, the suction goes into the rotor. The rotor creates the volume, and then you got your line pressure here, and it goes this direction right here. Then it goes up in here, keeps going by, goes in there, goes in there, and then it goes around here, and there's a pressure relief valve right here. So what we did was to figure out why do we not have pressure, because the pump was not broke when I pulled it out. And come to find out, rotor was obviously not broke, so we were good there. The filter could have been broken, but it was not. It was fine. We checked it, followed it all, went over here to the compensation regulator valve. It was good. Everything checked out right there. Then we went ahead and followed it, went into the boost valve. There is a check ball in the new boost valve that we put into them. It was there. Everything was right in this valve. So we kept following it, and then we got here to the problem child. So with that being said, what we did was we went and looked at the pump, which is right here, right there. And there was no spring, nor was there a check ball, which means that it fully was bleeding off, so we weren't getting any pressure. So this is the hole where the converter, or not converter, but pressure relief valve goes. So if there is no spring nor check ball down in there, what happens is it completely, you have a blowout in the system, and a dump feed, if you will, and you lose all volume out of this hole. There is a check ball down at the bottom which seals it off with a spring, and then that obviously pressure behind that ball will push against that spring and let some bleed off. But anyway, that's the reason that we did not have any pressure. So if you're putting these things together and you don't have pressure, that is one area to look at.